Hello there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sherifat and I live in Nova Scotia in Canada. On my YouTube channel, I just share my experiences about life here in Canada and also do a bit of immigration every once in a while. So in this video, as you may have seen from the title, is visa refusal management. So I have a service that I render where people that have been refused visas, from Canada, I help them analyze, manage the refusal and see how we can, forge ahead. So first thing I do, you see this session, I just just bits and pieces of how I run it. I hope you enjoy this video. It's a very short one, so come with me. I'd like to add that these videos are no professional advice. These are just general videos I make. So please don't take this advice hook, line, and sinker. If you want personalized sessions, please book a session with me, and then we'll be able to assist you. Tailor-made. These are just general videos, please. So today is Friday, November 4th, 2022, 7 a.m. It's my first session of the day. I'm about to accept my clients in now. So what I do some days, I do some sessions in the mornings before I go take care of the kids for school, and then I start my my day job, my paid employment job. It's my business that I do, immigration. So these are your runs. So yeah, that's how it goes. It's 7 a.m. Yeah, ready for my next first session of the day. So thankfully today is no school for my kids. They have PD day where there's no school, so I don't have to do school runs this morning. Yeah, and I'm also off work today. I took 5 days off work from today and next week. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? Okay, thank you. So let me first by thanking you for booking my service. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And do you mind if I ask how you got to know about me or green tulips?
Okay, so
immediately I got the rejection, right? I spoke with one of my friends, and she just sent me your page.
Okay.
That she's very sure you will me solve the problems. I should just speak with you. I was like, I just used an agent, right? She was sharp particular about me coming to you. It's okay, fine. Why not?
What's her name, please?
her name is.
Do you know if I know her in person?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
That name, I haven't heard that name before.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay, help me thank Asha. Help me thank her for referring you.
So let's get started. So
Sorry to hear about your visa refusal. I really, I'm sorry about that. And when did you submit the application? 8. Why did you have to wait for 1 month before biometrics?
I really want to be honest, like in this session. Right?
All right. And you got the refusal in October, right? Or this month?
This month, 1st of November.
Oh, what a news for the first of the month. Really?
Thank you.
I mean, it happens. Don't feel so bad. You're not the only person. I mean, it's not something like it's not good news, but I mean, it happens. Okay. And in the letter, what was the reason for refusal?
The officer said he's not convinced I'm going to come back, that the money in my account is not sufficient. It's just monetary issue, basically.
Okay. I didn't mind me asking how much you had in your account.
Okay, we fixed and then we submitted other documents like landed properties.
Okay.
I think, and that was what
That actually like assets. So when they ask for proof of fund, they will not consider your assets. And when you're just for like you have something back home to fall back on. That's that. So for is it also part of the school fees? Isn't
we paid the initial deposits
okay.
or letter of acceptance, I think.
And how much was that?
Was about
what's the overall amount for the school fees for 1 year? The reason why I'm asking is this, because if you're submitting your application for study permits, money is a big part of it. You are required to show your 1 year school fees. So it's two things: either you pay the school fees or you show the money in your accounts.
Okay.
So if you're not paying the school fees in full, you paid the deposit, that's great. So the balance of the money should be in your accounts, reflecting there. Aside the school fees, you should also have 10,000 Canadian dollars as your living costs. So school fees is one. So if it's 13K, like you said, Canadian dollars, you must show that, and also another $10,000 for your living expenses, for your cost of living.
Okay.
So those two are required to be shown, and also maybe extra, top up, because you cannot say you have just your school fees and your 10K and that's it. So if they are saying money, so the money is a very big part of it. However, when it comes to refusal, what I always recommend is that you request what we call a GCMS note. Is that familiar to you? Usually it takes about 30 business days, but sometimes it can take more than that or even less. But because they have backlog right now, so I would say maybe 2 months or less than that. Because that note would give you like the nitty-gritty details as to why they were refused. Maybe it's money, yeah, but they can say, oh, this money that we saw in your accounts, maybe it was a lump sum, or you not show your pay slip, or the money is not convincing enough. So they'll give you like the particular reason as to why it was refused. So what I recommend is if you are looking, so is your plan to be submitting another one? Is that your plan?
Yes.
So before you do that at all, I will recommend that you wait for the GCMS note to come, so you have like the full details about what happened. While you are waiting for that, you can be fixing you can be like making maybe more savings if you can, while you're waiting for the GCMS notes. Another thing is about money is it's good to have the money in your account. That's great. But what's even more important is showing the source of the money. So if you had 12 million, that's good. But what's more important is showing how you're able to get this money saved in your account. And you show your pay slip for your application. So pay slip, offer letter, all those has to be like spelled out.
Okay.
And fix the money. So that was what we did.
The fixing was for how long?
We did it for 3 months, for a year last, so we had to refix.
Okay. And did you show that in your explanation that this money was fixed before for 3 months and it was now refixed again? So they won't think it's like new money you are putting in there for.
Seriously, I think that was for her because like few days after we refixed, that was when I got the rejection.
Wow. So what I always recommend, if you have a paid employment and business, you can show both. There's no law that say you're not allowed to show your business. I have clients who their husband have sponsored them and they were business owners and they showed their business. I had one that had both business and both paid employment. You're able to, so you have documents to prove this business is legitimate, it's active, and all of that. They'll be wondering how you're able to get. I'm not like giving you instances. I'm not saying that's what happened in your case until we see the GCMS note, okay? So what I will do is we'll end this call right here. There's no point continuing, okay? Once we receive that, we'll do another 45 minutes. Or maybe even 1 hour to even discuss, how to now address these concerns. So what you paid for now is visa, refusal management. First off is to identify what the reasons are. So for that, you cannot use the generic letter you received to get to analyze it until you get that note. Once we get that note, it gives you a clearer picture as to what happened and how you can correct it.
Okay.
So is that okay by you?
Yes.
Because there's no point continuing and just talking and there's not, you can stay here and be assuming maybe not do this, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. So let us know where, okay? So I have a date with you. Once you receive your GCMS, just email me or chat me up and I'll put out another appointment and you can, look for a way forward. So don't feel bad. I mean, it's not something like we want to hear, but it happens, okay? It happens.
All right.
It happens.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So thanks for booking my service again, and I wish you all the best. I hope to work with you and get this corrected for you, okay?
Thank you, Ma.
You're welcome. All right, have a great weekend. Bye.
And you too.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye. That was my session for visa refusal management. So this clients, or this person rather, unfortunately got refused application, so she came to me to help address, to see with the way forward. So what I always recommend first off is request the GCMS notes. The GCMS notes helps you, I've done a video about this before, like just not too long ago. It gives you a clearer picture as to why you were refused, and then you're able to address those concerns the visa officer had, and then you'll be able to resubmit. And not even just resubmit, if you think that the visa officer was not just in his analysis, you're able to ask for a reconsideration. I mean, we could get it reverted back to an approval. It happens in few cases, and if that does not happen, you're able to resubmit an application that is more formidable, having to address the concerns of the officer. So that's pretty much it. So that's the end of this video. Just thought to just show you how my sessions are when it comes to visa refusal, how I help clients manage it, whether it's my clients, whether it's all people that were recommended to me as referrals. This is how I address this for them. And so my visa refusal management session is always very short. Like the first part of it is always very short. Just get to know about the clients, what the generic letter says for the refusal. Then the next bit of it, the next part of it, which is like part 2 of the session, is when we receive GCMS notes. Because you can sit down, analyze, and begin to imagine what went wrong, or maybe I did not have enough money, or maybe there was no pay slip, maybe there was no bank statement. You can sit down and begin to imagine all kinds of reasons that they could be, but you will not get the true picture until you receive the GCMS note. So this is what I always recommend to my clients. I have to get your GCMS note first before we know what exactly happened and how we can address it. So that's it. And I've come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. So that's pretty much how I help with visa refusal management. I hope it was worthwhile for you. Thanks for watching. Have a great time. Bye.